You are. Okay. I'm so happy you're here today.
Vulgar language. What's going on? What's
You can do anything you want. Anything, what you can say anything you want. You can use any language you want. I mark the videos as not for kids, just
yeah,
for any reasons that I don't want to be a part of, whatever, right?
perfect?
Okay,
Perfect.
awesome. So, welcome to Transmuting Words, created by Vanessa Denman and co-created by Convo with Marlo today. And Marlo, what's your first name?
My first actual name is Marcus.
Marcus, right on.
Yes.
Okay. So we've got Marcus today joining me, and
Yes.
I have no idea what we're going to talk about yet.
Okay.
But I'm going to start off with two really positive things.
Yes.
Last time we spoke, it was campaign time, and we were discussing the LRTs, and
Yes.
now it's getting the start of the build out to the airport is starting now.
Yes.
So that's a thumbs up for the conversation that we had in the past.
Now, before you continue, can I say something?
Yes, of course. This is all about
Uh,
you.
what really made me chuckle the last time I had you on when we were talking about that was you said with all the construction they're doing around West Edmonton Mall to involve the whole train station and the train going north and south, whatever the case is, you said stop it where it is, put a or what'd you say? Make it a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
I found that hilarious because to you it's we don't really need it, and to a lot of other people it's maybe we do need it. And me, I'm writing every time I say this because every time I'm on the west side and I drive by that, I always think of that one specific conversation we have. And it really does kind of like it really does make me think to where we live in a world where for the most part people are respectful for the things you have to say, meaning, and what I mean by that is you're saying we don't need it, a lot of other people are saying we do need it, and we can still live in the same world without wanting to kill each other for the most part.
Absolutely.
I just wanted to throw my little 2 cent in there, but go ahead.
No, no, that's I forgot I said that, but I said make it into a roller coaster because to me
Yeah,
that was just awesome. But 100%, there's hundreds of thousands of people that use the LRT and public transportation.
yeah,
The way that they built out that system, though, or the construction that goes along with it, I don't think was the smartest
mm,
because they started cutting off roads that didn't make sense, but then they start to build the LRT, and then all of a sudden, four roads, leading into downtown. You had to go up to like 107th Ave to get to downtown Edmonton, right, from the
yeah,
West End. But yeah, yeah, everybody everyone's experience is really like I cherish and I love. And I hope a couple of other people giggled with that as well, with me saying, let's just turn it into a roller coaster because it looks pretty awesome when you drive by it, right? Like, can you
yeah.
imagine? Right?
That roller coaster would only be in use for like 2 months of the year.
Yeah, it would have to be heated
Right.
and closed.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
there goes another 50 mil going into all that.
absolutely. So what's been going on? You've been posting a lot, and
Oh,
if anyone doesn't know who you are, Um, Marcus has his own podcast, which is called Convo with Marlo. And it was
yes.
one of the first podcasts I've ever been on, interviewed, anything. And I was sweating when I got off. And you were like, I could have turned on some fans. And I was like, no, it had nothing to do with that. It was just, even right now, when I get on these, I'm transmuting energy. Every time we're speaking, anytime we are in creation, every time we're speaking, and especially when we have a mic in front of us, we're even more in that sense. And so I get hot and sweaty because the energy is running through me, and no fan in the world's going to stop that from happening. But
Yes.
you were so kind, so delightful. And we did have some technical
It, yeah.
difficulties there. But that had to do with some construction and I think some EPCOR and stuff like that too. But
The worst timing ever.
yeah,
300, 365 days of the year, and they chose the day you came over.
They're like, we're gonna mute. The universe is like, let's mute her voice right now before it even starts. But then all of a sudden, it just went. Phew. Yeah,
I know
no,
you're
that was great.
I know you're gonna be nice about it, but that was so embarrassing. That was so the like imagine we're talking, and the room just goes pitch black. And now here I am doing the mental calculations like, okay, I paid this bill, I paid that bill.
Yeah.
The only bill I didn't pay was my phone, but how can my phone interfere with all oh my god, I was overthinking everything.
I know because I called you later or I texted you and I said, "Oh, I had a whole bunch of extension cords in the back of my car because we plug our cars in and we could have
Yeah,
just done something like that." But it was very I could tell it was very stressful for you. I was like, "I'm going back to BP's and having beers with my buddies. I'm good. I'll see you tomorrow." But don't ever overthink that. That's the universe just playing with us a little bit, right?
110%.
Yeah.
Man, I've gone to the point to get back to you saying a few things I want to get to that you said.
Yeah.
Uh I've been posting a lot and I really have. Before, like around the time I had you on, it was okay, I'd post once a week because I don't want to annoy my followers. I don't want to show up on these guys' feed too much and start losing followers. And then one day I just woke up and I said, I'm trying to impress people that don't care about me.
Yeah.
These guys do not care about. These guys may see my post, not even read it, and go about their day like nothing happened. Here I am calculating. Okay, maybe if I post it up on Saturday, when be right before everyone goes out to party, they're gonna see my. If guys want to see your post, they're gonna see your post.
Overthinking.
Voila, overthinking it. So now
Yeah.
I got to the point where I started posting like 5, 6 posts a day. And I've been, here's how funny things are. I've been posting so much more. I've been losing more followers, but gaining more people viewing my page. I've been getting about 15,000 people viewing my page a day.
Yes.
15,000.
Yes.
And it's like no one wants to follow, but everybody wants to hear what you have to say.
You just hit that on the head because I'll go through and I'll look and I'll be like, and honestly, I don't know truly how to look at the analytics of it at this point. Like I'm just like posting and I'm making sure I'm just taking the steps forward, using my voice. You're using your voice, right? And 100%, it could say you have like one or two clicks on it, but then when you look at the back end of it, I have like 360 views. And I was like, what the hell? I'm like,
That's
that's amazing.
yes. Not like I have a video. I they say you never it is the most random videos that will go viral. I was in Los Angeles back like early October of last year
Hmm.
for this basketball event that was going on and a whole bunch of celebrities were popping up. So I just decided to take a quick flight, flew down there, maybe like a 2.5 hour flight to LA, and I ran into celebrities left, right, center, everywhere. And there was this random celebrity, his name is Dave Blunt. Big, chunky dude. Has to be, I want to say maybe 5'8", 5'6". I think he's in the 700 pounds,
Oh,
800.
wow.
Not even exaggerating. Minimum 500 pounds. Like he's up there.
Yeah.
But I took a random video of me running up to him or walking up to him with my glasses, and I'm looking at him, and there's some guy in the background was like, "Hey, you can walk." He turned around, confronted him. The guy didn't say anything, and then he went about his day. I posted that. That video was at 3 mil views, 135K likes, and I want to say I gained maybe 800 followers from it. And like to this day, we're in April, soon to be in May.
Yeah.
I'm gaining about 200 likes from that video an hour.
That's
I,
amazing.
it is just the most random post, and this is just me just throwing things out there now, not even thinking about it.
That is where we're at as pure creation. So
Yes.
the more we're overthinking it, like I did a video this morning when I got home and it was I don't even know like 6 7 minutes and I'm like "Pfft," and then I just junked it because I was overthinking and I'm like trying to say this or that and then I'm like what the hell am I doing? And then I just sat down, went for a cigarette, was like okay, just speak what you want to. What did you like? Because I had a vision last night. What was that vision? Sit down and share your vision with everybody, and that's it. And then get off.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You see, we're we're in a world where again we're trying to impress people who do not care about us. And it's funny to me because
yeah,
I'm always trying to make the perfect video. Before
yeah.
before I post it, I bring up the quality. I start putting captions under the video. I'm like, okay, if I was someone else watching this video, what part would I look for? Would I like this? Would I like that? Now you could go on my page. There's no niche. There's no nothing. I just
Yeah.
drop.
Yeah.
Anything that's going on within the city, I post.
Yeah. And I notice with your posts too, when you are, because I've literally watched you've grown over 3 weeks, the last 3 weeks, like personally just have a growth. Would you agree with that?
I me, I never sit down. I never sit down and like think. I just post and I keep going.
Yeah.
So to hear you say there's been a growth, the only thing I would say is I'm just posting more. I agree with you, yes, but I can't say I agree with you to the fullest because I don't sit down and think about it. I just post and I couldn't even tell you what I posted 20 minutes ago. I don't know.
Yeah. And that's the best. Yeah, that's the best part. But for me, sitting on the outside looking in, that I've noticed, and then your more authentic self is coming, and then you, even the fact that you said you're like, what the hell am I doing trying to please these other people? Like those aren't your words, those are my words. But and I was like, yeah, that is so true because that's why I'm like, this is my share cast, and you guys are my famous people because you guys are not non-player characters, right? Like NPCs in video games. Because I'm
Yeah.
thinking, I'm like, okay, if I start this podcast and I'm like, let me see if this person will come on or that person will come on, and then I just sat down and I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, the most important people in my life are the people that I surround myself with, and
Yeah.
that's family, that's friends, that's coworkers, that's all of that, and it has nothing to, because you guys are famous to me, that you're the only players in my life that are tangible and I can have a conversation with. The other
Yeah.
ones are just like you said, like trying to impress or bring in that whatever, more viewers because they have lots of viewers. But those people are so not important to us because we're in pure creation. Why do we want to be in their creation when we're in our creation?
Yes. You see, that's the best way to put it. And I really like the fact that you said like you've seen a growth within the past 3 weeks because that's literally 21, roughly 21 days ago is when I started just
Boom.
saying F it and just you start throwing things out there.
Yeah.
So I genuinely appreciate that because at least I know one person's watching here and there or whenever you have the time to.
Yeah. And I'll just roll it through and it doesn't matter if I click on it or not. I think my heart is paying attention,
Yeah, of course.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so the views are just, they're, like you said, it's just one of the most random videos you've ever taken just goes boom.
Crazy. Yeah. I have people hitting me up saying, "Hey, if you could get another video of someone saying that to him, we'll give you this amount of money." Like I literally have an individual. I don't know. Me, I don't really believe much that I see on the internet. But I had a random dude. I want to say maybe he was like 22 or whatever. But he was one of those entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are for the past few years. It's been a funny word to me because that means whatever the. So me, I'm at the point where entrepreneur even means scamming. But
No, that's true.
that's besides the point. But I had this I want to say kid, but we're almost the same age. He hit me up saying, if you could get another video of someone saying something like that to Dave once again, we'll give you 8,000 cash USD. I was like, whoa. But I don't want to get to that point because now I'm known as the messy podcaster. When people see me, they're gonna avoid me because they think I'm bad luck or they think I'm gonna try to get them on a bad light. I'm like, I like that opportunity, but I'm not doing it. 8,000 US is a lot. I'm not doing it. I am not doing that.
I like that you're attracting financial abundance because we all want that, right? I
Yeah.
like it that you're deciphering. This is the only thing that I see with that is I think they were possibly even just fishing if you had another video.
Uh,
Yeah, instead of you going out and being like trying to grab another video. So I wouldn't overthink that one because lots more of those opportunities will show up for you. Because you travel a lot, you check out a whole bunch of events. Yeah, you travel a lot. And
okay.
it is there. So don't ever think of it. Just be like, oh, do I have another video similar to that? Yeah, no, and that's it. And then that's the end of that conversation. But you're already attracting the funds. So just think of that as a sign that you are doing what you want to do, and you're creating funds off of it, and abundance is coming to you.
I love every minute of it. I had another situation where I was in my first time ever. I never in my life ever thought I would go overseas. So late February, I spent a week in New York, and then after New York, I went to the UK. I was in the
Ooh, I,
I've
s-
never been.
I saw that and I didn't know if I could believe it or not because I was like, how the hell? I was like, didn't I just see a video of him in New York?
Yeah, yeah.
And you're
Literally
over
that
there.
same. I went. Well, so the Earth is. I tell everybody this, whether you think you can or cannot, you have to travel. It is crazy to see what else is going on while you're over here. As I was flying to New York or to Heathrow UK,
Yeah.
what was so crazy is there was a certain point over the water. While I was going over the water, the sun was coming up for New York, and while I was halfway to the UK, the sun was going down. Like I literally saw the sun go up and go down within the span of 3 hours, or I want to say maybe 5.5 hours, because it's a 6 hour flight. So about 4 hours into the flight, I'm like, is it getting dark? And then it hit me. I'm on the other side of the world. I'm on the eastern part of the world. And then to see how backwards everything is in the UK, where um all the driving's on the right hand side. Um oh, what else? There was something else that really threw me off, but I it's not coming to me now, but so many things. The mannerism was different, the way they dress. You know how you and I, let's say we're going to 7-Eleven, we put on our sweats, our shirt, and then we go
Yep.
about our day. They dress like Peaky Blinders, if you've ever.
With a jacket and a vest and a jacket over top of a jacket.
They dressed like Peaky Blinders. And then there was a lot of people I was talking to, so many different accents. I was like, "Are you from the UK?" "Oh no, I'm from France." I'm like, "Wow!" To hear like actual live people from I was speaking to people in France, Russia, India, all over. But one thing, see, I was getting off track. What I wanted to say was I
Hmm.
was going to many events, many. I'm really into fashion. I love fashion.
Hmm.
I went to a fashion walkway, walk, run, walk, whatever they call it, where you walk on the stage.
Yeah.
And there was this lady that really liked my appearance. So she said, "Oh, the way you're built." And they have a funny way of talking. She said it in very like old English, but I'm just gonna say I can't speak the way she spoke. But she said, "We love your appearance. We'd love for you to walk our stage." I'm like, hell yeah, of course. Of course I'll walk that stage. But she started showing me the outfits I had to wear. I was like, this goes against I can't do that. And then she started offering me money. She's like, okay, we'll pay you 750 in British pounds. I was like, nah. 2,000.
That's triple our money. Yeah.
She said 2,000. I'm like, nah. The highest they got to 7,500. And I just couldn't do it. Because 7,500, I searched how much it was. I almost cried.
It's
It's
20
14.
grand. Oh, okay.
Close enough. But
It's usually triple. It's usually triple.
well, I use the iPhone conversion, so
Oh,
you
okay.
might be I don't know. But what I saw was 14K, 14 to 15K. And uh the outfit she wanted me to wear was a rainbow colored skirt.
That's awesome. Okay, so you're telling me you had 8 grand. I think when you did the conversion, you did it into US dollars. Because that would have been about 14 US dollars or 14,000 US dollars, pardon me. With the Canadian dollars, it's usually three times.
Okay. You're most likely right. I don't remember because I know I converted it. I remember seeing 14K, but it might be USD.
Okay, so you're telling me the universe has thrown at you in 2 months, 3 months, 8 grand
Yes.
and 20 grand.
Hmm.
And you said no, thank you.
I said no to both because so right now I have morals to still follow.
Well,
One,
okay, but wait, okay, just hang on. But what's with the rainbow skirt? Is it just is it just not something you want to be seen in?
oh, let me put it like this. I'm a I'm 110% behind people that want to wear rainbow. It's because it was for the LGBTQ community. Um,
Obviously.
oh yeah, yeah, but
Obviously.
I'm 110% for it. It's just for me to show support, I have to wear something of it and a skirt. I'd rather just say I support it than wear clothing because at some point the money's gonna be gone. Once the money's gone, the pictures are forever up. I can't do that. I can't live with that.
This was a paid gig though.
It was, but I nah.
Okay.
There's just a few things I would never do. Wearing a skirt is one of them. I can't.
Okay,
It's not.
that's totally fine. But notice the universe is literally
Give me an
okay.
opportunity. Yeah.
So then maybe just redirect your questioning and your conversation with the universe and be like, throw me something that makes sense for my heart
Yeah.
or aligns with my heart. And then they'll start to give you stuff that where you say, yes, thank you. I will take 8 grand for that. Yes, thank you. I will take 7,500 pounds, British pounds at this moment. Yes, thank you. So maybe
And,
just twist because you're telling me the abundance is there
mhm.
and you've said no, and I respect that. Absolutely, whatever it may be, like whatever your choice is. So just maybe because it's all there, just redirect your conversation with the universe, saying, make sure it really sits with my heart, sits with my mindset, sits with how I align with myself and the universe. Then bring me those. So have
And
that conversation with the universe. So they just kind of tweak it a bit for you because we're always asking, and it sounds like they're delivering. So just maybe tweak it a little bit where it makes sense for you.
what was funny about it too is this lady didn't even have to offer me money. Like I was down. I would have done it without the money. The money didn't even come to mind.
Right.
But then like I could see as she was talking to me, she was getting, I wouldn't say sweaty, but you can feel the nervousness coming off of her. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, what are you? Is someone gonna hurt me? Is this a setup? Why,
Yeah.
why are you so nervous? And then she started showing me the picture, and then I thought about it. I'm like, oh, that's why, because you had the feeling I would say no,
Yeah.
but I just told them, hey, I'm from Canada. I plan on coming back out here again. If you have another opportunity
Yeah.
that doesn't involve stuff like this, let me know. They're never hitting me up again. The reaction I got back, she's like, didn't even verbally say yes. She go, and then we did a 180 and left. I'm like, yeah, I know I'm never seeing her again. But it's good to know that things like this can happen.
Yes. I think that's what our main thing will be today is that the opportunities are always being presented to us. And you're
Mhm.
right, the money doesn't matter. And some people will be like, that's bullshit, Vanessa. And I'll be like, sometimes it matters and sometimes it doesn't. And like you said, you would have walked that runway with with a different outfit without having being paid. But
Yeah.
it was just as simple as something like that. So we know that the opportunities are there 100%, and we just have to sometimes tweak our conversation with the big guy, or gal, however you look at that, so that it resonates with us. I get what you're saying 100% though. I just find it cool that you've shared those two stories, and I'm like, dang, you're rolling in some cash. And then, not like you're not at this moment, but then it's just like hilarious. It makes me giggle.
It's nice, and all you have to do is just a lot of people. I've had few people ask me like, "Hey, Marky, what's your secret to all? How you running into all these big names?" Is And I always say the same thing. I love when people ask me this. I always say the same thing. It's not what you know,
Yeah.
or no, I already messed it up. It's not.
That's okay.
No, no,
We'll,
no,
we'll
no.
cut and we'll edit. You can cut and edit.
No, 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 no. I did say it right. See how you see it's overthinking it because I'm
Yeah.
not trying to sound like a ding dong on your podcast.
No,
But
that's my saying.
I know I got that from you. It's not what you know. Meaning you could go to school for 100 years, learn everything. Nobody cares about what you know. It's who you know.
Yeah.
So me with most of these places that I go to, I already knew someone within that camp from wherever the hell else, and then they connect me with others.
Yeah.
Or if I don't know anybody, I just either go around emailing the agencies, the company, and hope for something, or I go to the event blindfolded and I talk to everybody. And then somebody knows somebody that could get you somewhere with somebody. Somebody always knows someone. If you talk to enough people, you're gonna get to where you would like to get to. So me being backstage at this event, being at the fashion runway here, fashion runway there, just me talking to everybody. But the thing is, you have to be okay with rejection. Oh my God. I've had days or weeks where I've had a moment or a time where I flew from Edmonton to Toronto, being promised that I was going to interview a big artist. I get to Toronto, he flops on me, meaning like he didn't show up.
Yeah.
Um, I flew out there for 3 days. I stayed there for 3 days. He told me each day, I'll show up Monday, he doesn't show up. I'll show up Tuesday, doesn't show up. I show up Wednesday, doesn't show
Oh.
up. And now Thursday comes around. I'm about to get on the plane coming back to Edmonton. He goes, "Hey, can you stay out here another week? I'll pay it back to you. I'll get like 4 other big artists to come on as well. You want me to tell the pilot to wait? I can't. What do you want me to do? I'm on my way back. If you want to talk to the pilot, go ahead. But we're on our way back.
Yeah.
So like that, like there's people that won't take your schedule as serious as you do,
Yeah.
and then there are people that will tell you one thing, or you expect them to say yes. They look you dead in the eyes and say, "Nope."
Yeah.
But I flew 8 hours. Nope.
Yeah.
You got to be okay with rejection.
You know what's cool? So like I traveled in my early 20s a lot. And people would ask, and it wasn't for podcast didn't exist back then, but it wasn't for any of that. It was just to travel. And people were like, well, how do you do that? Like I went to university in South Korea.
Wow.
I started dating a guy in Sweden and moved to Sweden. I was flying in and out of Toronto, Portland, Oregon on that side, and then into the Netherlands, up through all the Nordics. I traveled a lot. And people, and I'm young and in my early 20s, and people are like, well, how do you do it? Don't you get scared? Aren't you nervous? And I said, literally just what you said. I said, no, I said, I'm always gifted one person that will introduce me to 27 other people that will bring me into their house and feed me. I had this young woman who just had a brand new baby. I met her in, I think it was Scotland or Ireland, and it was just a jump through to get over to Sweden. And I can't remember. I think it was Ireland. And then I had a 10-hour layover, and she invited me back to her house. She fed me. We smoked some hash, and then sent me on my way. But
Wow.
everywhere I've gone in the entire world, I've never had a doubt that I would find somebody who will give me some guidance. And I never look for it. They just kind of show up. I'll be having dinner, or I'll be eating somewhere, or I'll go to a
Yep.
party or anything like that, or I'll meet a friend of a friend of a friend, just like you said. And I've always been taken care of. I've never felt, you know, nervous in any other country I've ever been in, ever.
At all.
Yeah.
At all. I love that you say that. Literally, I I could be. I'm the type. I could be talking to you right now. I'm like, I'm gonna go to Brazil next week,
Yeah.
and I fly so much that my friends just go, when are you coming back? They know I'm not joking. I literally me. There's been many situations where I fly out to places, and guys are like, okay, who are you gonna interview out there? I'm like, I don't know. You're you're gonna go to New York and you don't know who you're gonna have on. I'm like, yep. So
Yeah.
why are you even going there? That's a waste of time, money. I'm like, it's a waste to you. It's whatever opportunity I end up finding out there. What if you don't end up finding anything? Then I don't find anything and I come back home like as planned. Like, don't you find out as a waste? And it's anything, it's whatever. Nothing is a waste if it's something you enjoy.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're someone if you're talking to someone who doesn't have the same mindset ideology as you, it's gonna be a waste.
Yeah.
Like I just got a new car the other day, um, maybe like 3 weeks ago, and a lot of people are telling me, you should have gotten this car. Well, you should have gotten that car because this car is cheaper. And I tell them all the same thing. I didn't want that. Well, it's good for the economy. This economy. I'm like, shut up. Most most of these guys can't even spell economy, and you're saying it's good for the economy. When, like, I'm not even saying this is something we shouldn't, but when did suddenly everyone start caring for the economy? We live in a world where you get in your car, you let it idle for 45 minutes. What is that doing to the earth already?
Yeah.
Like, come on, come on. I know these are the same guys that will have a box of pizza, eat it on the way to wherever they're going, and throw the box of pizza right there on the sidewalk. And
Oh.
we're talking about the economy. Come on. You
Oh
pick
my
and
God.
choose when to care.
Yeah.
Don't start caring because I got something that I'm like, you know what? F it. Let me treat myself. I got myself a Lexus. I got
Oh,
myself,
nice.
and for people that know cars, Lexus is the higher end version of Toyota. So the engine is Toyota. The make is basically a fancy Camry.
Hmm.
So Lexuses are known to last. But of course, all the friends are saying you should have gotten a Honda. You should have gotten an Accord. You should have gotten a Civic. I don't fucking. I don't want that. Stop telling me what to get.
Yeah.
But
That's
to be honest,
amazing.
I don't know where I was going with that. I just got carried. I just got.
Well, no, in my opinion, it's like, okay, I hate it when people say you should have. The word should means that you've gone to the future, you've seen what happened with the Lexus, and then you come back and you're like, well, maybe I should have got a Honda. But it doesn't work like that. We're not allowed to project forward. We're allowed to just have our dreams in this moment. And you and I have this moment right now. Both of us might be dead tomorrow morning. Nobody knows that. So why would it be your family and friend, whoever it is, that are projecting their own, well, you should have got a more stable car or a Ford because you're in Canada or something stupid like that.
Oh
It's
man,
interesting.
people would just say whatever. And these are
Yeah.
the same guys that if I listened to, I would have never gone overseas. I would have never gone to New York. I would have never gone to Portland, LA, Chicago. I would have never gone to any of these places because it's a waste of money. And then when they now what's so funny about all of this? Now when they start seeing all the big celebrities I'm running into, all the opportunities, you almost made 7,500 just to wear a skirt. Now when they start hearing that they go, on the next trip. Can I come? Can I come with you on the next trip? I'm like, of course you can. But it's because they think they're gonna run into the same opportunity I did on these trips. I
I
had a
would
friend.
say, no, you can't come. Go get your own effing dream. Go get your own fucking dream. This is my dream, right? Which you've been doing and they've been questioning, and you're like, what?
I told these guys, I had one that came with me to Texas, and nothing happened. The guy we were supposed to see didn't end up showing up. And he's like, "Oh man, this was such a waste of time and money. I'm never coming on a trip with you again." So, "Oh, that's fine." The very next trip I went out on, I saw the celebrity that we are supposed to run into that first time, the second time, and then he goes, "What the fuck? What was this? Was it?" It happens like that. I don't control these things. It just happens.
Well, technically, yeah, you're the root of it. You're like, this is what I'd like to do. And then you bring someone that's got shitty energy, no offense to your friend or whatever, but they have a different energy where they don't think they can create the future or they can create a moment in time that they want. And so then it doesn't happen. And this is the cool thing is I've got a story to follow up with that from Cuba. So I went to Cuba in January and I was actually on crutches. I was on crutches
You
at the
still
time.
won?
And I still went, absolutely. The doctor gave me the plus. I was like, see ya, I'm fucking out of here.
Yeah, yeah.
And um, on the flight back, well, before we even got there, there was flights delayed, there was this, there was that, there was a huge tornado, or not tornado, there was a huge snowstorm in Toronto. And there was like thousands of flights that were canceled, delayed, anything like that. If this, just so you know, if this pops up, just come back and just click on the link one more time and then we'll come back, okay?